For the time being, we'll wind down on the markets. It was a dramatic day of trade. It was the weekly expiry that played out. We had the PCR that went to oversold levels. The markets were net short. And the India VIX didn't budge even when the markets were at the low point of the day. And that's why a dramatic recovery, more than 250-point recovery from the lows of the day. The Nifty Bank as well found its form. It was up more than 600 points from the low point of the day. The resistance comes in at around 56,000 odd mark. We've been making this point, but at least the lows got defended. The tech index seems to have turned around just for this week itself. And there is that argument that the valuation discount in comparison to the Nasdaq, that's got too wide, or the premium in comparison to the Nifty, it's come to the lower end of the 10-year band. So the tech, in fact, was the outperformer, was up close to 100%. What really makes you feel good is the breadth of the market, because the number of stocks advancing almost equal the number of stocks declining. 1,300 stocks were higher in today's trading session. From the Nifty pack itself, Hero MotoCorp, off in style, that was up 4.5%. Tech Mahindra and JSW Steel, well, both of them did well, and there was a clear-out trade on Eternal, Zomato, so that stock as well went home with gains. The Adani Group stocks came in for some profit-taking. Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, both of them were a little bit lower in today's trading session. But broader markets, well, plenty of stocks did very, very well. NSDL, the second day of listing, that stock, in fact, was up close to around 20%. ITI was higher. RBL Bank, the street is expecting something in the month of August. We'll have to see whether or not that comes about, but there's been huge open risk build-up as well on that one. So RBL Bank went on with gains, and Sagility was up close to around 3%. So a lot of movers moving on high volumes from the broader markets. On the flip side, Morpin Laboratories was down 6%. BHEL as well reacting negatively to its numbers. Jaiswal Nico as well was down close to around 2%. And Transrail Lighting, after seeing a big move, did come in for some profit taking. So all's well that ends well. You'll have to say that about today's trading session. The hope is that we can stitch up some kind of a deal with President Trump, and then in fact the equity markets will get back to tracking domestic fundamentals. For the time being, we'll wrap up on this edition of Closing Bell. You don't go anywhere. The team of Markets Forward comes up next.